Hello, everybody, and welcome to the No Zone, the movie zone. We're here for, of course, it was always going to win, wasn't it? Bruce Willis and Die Hard. We did give everybody a choice of a few movies, but Die Hard won out. We've already got Chris Persia queued up, ready to go. Same here. I see your Muslim uncle and yourself retweeted it on Twitter. So I really appreciate that. Just before we came on, obviously earlier, I made the announcement. I'm pretty sure most of you kind of knew it was coming because we have been hinting towards it for the last couple of weeks. But as the stream with Queen Charlotte and PD Rich, YouTube weren't happy with me. Let's just say so. Unfortunately, the stream had to be removed. I have to watch my tongue apparently. But anyway, um, that's YouTube. Anyway, but I have told everybody, obviously, on the channel, the Classic Who Zone is returning on Sunday, and I've decided that I'm going to actually keep it on every Sunday. So Sunday streams will return. It'll be the Classic Who Zone. Now, it will be dictated by obviously Manchester United, but most of the games on a Sunday are in the afternoon and late afternoon and shouldn't interfere with when we're doing it. So I've just seen some of the comments by some people with the video that went up, and there's actually a couple of people. So I will do Classic Hill. And the first story we decided to do is the Time Warrior. I let PD and Queen Charlotte pick, and they picked the Time Warrior. So we return with the Time Warrior. So come and join us on Sunday. We haven't decided the time yet. I think Queen Charlotte did just text me there on Facebook. I'll check later on. But I'll give you a time. I'll put it up on the community posts and I'll let you know what time it's actually coming back at. But Sunday, uh, Classic Who Zone returns. So yeah, I think everybody is. There's a few people happy about that. So that's you know, I mean, yeah. Partly the decision was made for me because of RTD's latest announcement. Basically, his show, as I always said anyway to people in on this channel when we covered Doctor Who, that he was going to do his own thing with it, and that's exactly what it is. It's going to be another reboot. So he's not going to retcon the Timeless Child, but he's also not going to, you know, he's doing his own thing. So he's like, you might as well say, without him actually saying it, he's got to ignore it. So I said I'd give Classic Who, you know, that was good enough for me to get me to watch Classic Who again. But still not watching New Who, but I watch Classic Who because I do miss watching Doctor Who. I think we all do. And we do like Classic Who. So join me Sundays because we used to do them on, I think it was Classic Who on Saturdays, wasn't it? And then it was Sunday was New Who, I think. But we changed. Sundays is better for Classic Who, I think. So yeah. So anyway, I suppose you are all queued up, ready to go. I'm queued up and ready to go. But Die Hard, obviously, we've all grown up with this movie. I remember the first time I seen it as well. Great movie. Um, so, over the years, it's had a few cultural references. Recently, in Rick and Morty, the Die Hard episode, which with Summer was a great little episode. I like that. You do the Die Hard. Anyway, uh, you know, it's a cultural icon. This movie. It did spawn. sequels. I do like the second movie. I got to be honest. I do like the airport one, but it was kind of like a rehash of the first one, wasn't it? But I did like the end of it when all the planes landed. I thought it was great, and then it always has that classic ending to a Die Hard movie. So yeah, I did like Die Hard with Vengeance as well, and I did like the other one, the one with all the computers and stuff. But it kind of after that, then should have kind of left it there, But Hollywood never learns, do they? But anyway, if you are ready, I think without any further ado, we'll get on with this. Um, Real Super Doctor, I did ask him if he wanted to join us tonight, but apparently he has issues with his throat and it hurts him when he talks, so he won't be joining us tonight. So it's just myself, but we do have a few people in the chat, and I'm pretty sure as the night goes on, we'll get a few more people in the chat as well. So if you're ready in the chat, you know what to do, guys. Press 1, let me know. I'll do the 5-second countdown, then I'll say press play. We all press play together. And then use watch at home, I watch here at home, and then obviously the guys in the chat will give their opinion and comments, and so will I as I'm watching. Obviously, as I said, we've all grown up with this movie. I do love it, got to be honest. So I wouldn't have minded any of the other movies that were in the poll, but I kind of knew once I put Die Hard in there, which I probably shouldn't have done. We should have picked another Bruce Willis's film, made it interesting. But yeah, it was always going to be Die Hard, wasn't it? And there's a reason for that. It's like Lethal Weapon, isn't it? That franchise. I mean, we hold those franchises dear to our hearts, like. And I thought it was appropriate to do a Bruce Willis, themed stream because obviously, as you know, he's not very well, and he's retired from acting, and it is sad. I don't know, the bloke never met him, you know what I mean. But these movies, I love these movies. There's not many Bruce Willis movies that I won't watch. Do you know what I mean? I think he's been rather consistent with these movies, and obviously over the years he's done those kind of shitty movies to kind of keep him going because obviously he was just acting and not really talking as much because he's starting to slow his words and all of that. So roles like that kind of suited him. But even those movies were half decent, you know what I mean? So I don't know how you put. No, I was. See, it was the thinking was about the Fifth Element then, and that Die Hard. I still think the Fifth Element's a great movie, but I still think Die Hard would win out. I was going to choose between the two, but I went with Die Hard. I thought maybe people won't go with Die Hard because it's kind of like some people see it as a Christmas movie and they'll wait because I'll probably put it up again. But now it's done, I won't put it up again. We'll do other Christmas movies. But as I said, that's what we'll do for the month of December. We'll do Christmas movies. And of course, you guys will get to choose as well, because some weeks I'll ask, because there'll be a few of you in the chat, you can decide amongst yourselves 1 week what Christmas movie you can all agree on. Maybe you can all agree on a movie. We've done that a few times and it hasn't worked out. Anyway, right, Chris has said one, so I'm assuming everybody else is ready. So here we go. I just want to make sure now that my computer that is not going to freeze and it's actually going to play. There we go. And it's okay. So in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, press play. We're off. 20th Century Fox. They really did make good movies back in the day. I mean, it's just a shambles. It is what's happening today. Fuck it is, man. People need to cop on. Like, I hardly watch any new films today because I know it's just going to be full of crap. This is what we want, man. You know what I mean? A cop going to see his wife, shit goes down, He comes to the rescue. There's your romantic story. In between, then there's obviously a lot of shooting, bang bang. Oh, is that? God, I need to ask a question about that. Were cops allowed like carry firearms on planes in the 80s? Was that like was that the norm? Or is this just like just for the movie? Because you know the way you Americans like to always exaggerate things. But this is a cracking movie. That it is like like these type of action movies. Oh Jesus, the time you could smoke in an airport. That's fucking weird, man. I do agree with you. I do love the Fifth Element though. When that movie came out, it was it was something different, and he was brilliant in that, man. Yeah, it's mad, isn't it? Yeah, smoking on planes. Oh, Jesus Christ! I mean, I remember watching old footage of people on plane. Because they bring a camera because flying was quite novel at the time, and there they were smoking, drinking alcohol like shots and stuff. Yeah, flammable alcohol, smoking pipes, cigars, cigarettes, the fucking smoke all over the plane. But you're right, there was no. It's not as if they were like cleaning that was being recirculated through the plane. They used to have cages on some planes for your kids to put your kids in. So the deal with their marriage was basically he was still a cop in wherever he was, New York, wasn't it? But she was working in somewhere else, and but basically didn't she want him to get a job where she was working like as a cop, but he liked where he was a cop, and this is why they have their little bit of all the way through this franchise, and then finally we find out then that I mean, I just got to say, straight women can be selfish sometimes. It's the truth. Jesus, young love. Yeah, California. Oh, that's it, right. So he's a New York cop, isn't he? And she's working in California, but he doesn't want to be a cop in California. I mean, who wants to be a cop in California? The cleanest place in the plane back then was the cargo hold where they kept the dogs in those pet carriers, says Chris. Yes, he was still a New York cop when she got transferred to LA, but he was reluctant to move because, unlike her, he'd be starting from year one as a new cop in LA, losing his 11 years of seniority. Spot on, man. Spot on. So I was right, but I just went the long way around it. But there you go. Yeah, well, that's selfish, man. I do like this limo driver, though. He's brilliant in this Ripley, actually. Do you know what? When I was growing up as a kid, though, I'm not gonna lie. When I saw LA and Hollywood in the movies, different parts of America and the little towns that they show in movies, I always wanted to go, but I think when you get older, you kind of realize, well, that's not the reality, because when you see Irish movies and the way they portray Ireland in the movies, it's not unlike the way it is over here. Like they always show the glamorous side. Are going, oh, tape decks. Remember the tape decks? I don't care what anybody says, right? Tape and vinyl were always better than CD, especially vinyl though. We know. I mean, we've got one tall building in Dublin, like, do you know what I mean? We don't have skyscrapers, like proper fucking skyscrapers. That's alien to me. I don't know how I would fare in New York, like, surrounded by all of these big skyscrapers, thinking they're all gonna fucking fall down and shit. I mean, if there's an alien attack or something, the last place you want to be is New York. I mean, Alan Rickman is fucking brilliant in this movie. I mean, what a fucking actor. Such a shame he's not around anymore. Do you remember the tape deck connector for the CD players? You plug what looked like a cassette with the audio connected to the headphones. Yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, listen, there's actually YouTube channels that give kids like tape decks and tapes and like try to get them to figure out how to use them. They didn't even know how to use a vinyl. Like, Cheryl just showed me a video of Taylor Swift fans, 11 and 12-year-olds, and they got her CD, right? They didn't know how to take the CD out of the box. Like. They didn't know how to take the CD out of the CD case, right? There's a couple of teenagers, their dad has old telephones and stuff like that, and he gets, like, don't even know how to use the old telephone. Don't remember the telephones that you put your finger to dial the number. They had no clue how to use. I mean, seriously, it's it's startling that these kids should be learning that's part of the like that's all part of the progression of electronics and stuff, and how different forms of media. What do they teach kids at school? Like, they didn't even know how to use a VHS and a video player. I mean, I'm baffled, man. Those old rotary dial phones don't work now. The phone system uses tone dial instead of clicks. But yeah, it's amazing how much kids don't understand the older tech. They should. I think that should be part of their education, for fuck's sake. Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? I, I, this doesn't work between those two if there's no chemistry between the actor and actress. And there clearly was. He's a dick. He's a fucking dick, isn't he? She's a lion. She's using the kid to just tell him out straight, man. You wanna jump on him. Uh-oh. Mm. He has to have his day though, man. You can't, but here we go. Here we fucking go. Look at that big ass Ford truck. Apparently, there was a lack of diversity in Hollywood back in the day. And there he is. Locked up. Rickman just has that look about him, though, doesn't he? Like you're convinced he's a baddie. Hmm. Nobody comes in or out. Well, there's the Christmas movie there. Do 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 do. There'll always be a debate whether it's a Christmas movie or not. But personally speaking, I also think it is a Christmas movie. I think without a shadow of a doubt, it definitely is a Christmas movie. I can understand, yeah, the old tension between husband and wife, especially in a being a cop. The wife be worried sick whether her husband is gonna come home. Even the banter between those two, the brothers, hadn't they? Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Oh, she was getting on the table. He's a mad psycho, isn't he?
It's a pleasure to meet you. What sinister and shit. Mm.
I mean, walking around barefoot. I mean, madness. Huh? Rumor has it Arafat boys his God. Hmm. Hmm. It's always about money, like. It's a very nice suit. It's just so sinister. There will not be a fall. Oh, they made it back. Brilliant. Oh, brilliant. I forgot that. He's still on the bleeding phone, dancing away to himself. Like the fucking place being taken. Open your eyes, buddy. I mean, what could you do? Like, there's one of you against fucking like they got submachine guns, mate. You're gonna have to take us on. What are you gonna do? I love the fact that he thinks he's actually getting somewhere though. I love the fact that he thinks like he's not. You're fucked. There are real fucking. I just love how cocky he thinks he is. Like, oh, broken neck. Yeah, very long nap. Mm, mm-hmm. It's always the way. It's always the way. No illusions. We are in charge. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm doing alright. We're just watching Die Hard here. Oh, oh. Okay, it's been that bad. Oh, I love it. Oh, oh. Oh, mm, he's got a point if he alters the plan, and yeah, I know, yeah. He gets his come up and stole, man. I hate blokes like that. Seriously. Hmm. He had brilliant one-liners, man. she, I mean, she's a really bad copper. Of course, she's a down cop. Mhm. It's always in locker rooms. Boobies. Boobies. It's called the lift shaft. John John McClane. Can't get comfortable tonight for some weird reason. That's a no, so. Oh, that gotta hurt. Never listened. Who's driving the car? Stevie Wonder. Sorry, guys, just putting the last touches to the trailer for the next movies. No, nice shooting. Mhm. You're gonna have to do what you're gonna have to do, which is, Hmm? Mhm. Welcome to the party, pal. Yeah, but he also said he was doing he's doing his own thing with a soft reboot. So he is ignoring the time this child. He's just not going to, he's just not going to wreck on it. That's what he said. So he's doing his own thing. Um, so oh, here's the slime ball journalist or reporter, whatever you want to fucking call the loony. Just as with American, there are too many movies as a child. Oh, I love that. Yeah, like I said, like exactly what I said. I said that. I said he was going. It was going to be season one, season two, season three, season four. Nobody listens. Not you. Not you and people that follow me here. But yes, Chris, he exactly said that. Mhm. Well, you just, there's nothing you can really say. You'll just have to wait and see if it's any good. If he delivers, and then everything is fine, isn't it? But you just have to wait and see. I mean, they have all been drinking alcohol, haven't they? So they're probably blokes are all dying for a piss, and the women probably need to bleed and do the same. What? Well, look, as I said before, the Doctor Who, the way you know it ended when Jodie Whittaker left. Um, this is a reboot, so it doesn't really matter. That was that era. I know it's kind of hard to think that way, but that's exactly why he's doing what he's doing, because he's not going to retcon it, because Chris Chibnall is his friend anyway. I mean, everybody knows that. So rather than do that, he'll do his own thing. That way, he's not disrespecting Chris Chibnall, and that way, he's gonna do his own thing and not acknowledge it. He doesn't have to acknowledge it now. So it's a kind of a win-win for everybody. I know people don't see it that way. Now he has to deliver. Obviously, if he delivers, then it's a win-win. Probably some stockbroker who got depressed. Right, the poll is scheduled to go. Um, I'm about to throw up the video as well, but that'll be scheduled as well. And yeah, you can have a timestamp. Sorry, mate. It's 1 hour, 10 minutes, and we're on 45 seconds. So I'd go 1 hour, 10 minutes, and 50 odd seconds, and you should be up. Be there. Sorry about that. So that's 1 hour and 11 minutes now. Right, so everything is scheduled. So quarter to 11. Yeah, was it quarter to 11? Or is it? Yeah, 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 it is. Quarter to 11, the trailer and the poll will go up. You have four choices. We're kind of going with a war theme this next week. You see what I mean? There's some crackers in there. I actually think, being honest with you, that this week's choices are well, it should be close, but you don't know with people. But Sorry, guys, just having a quick puff there. Don't want to be because it's a long movie, so just a little. They're bringing in the old tank. So, for anybody that is a fan of Classic Who, though, some breaking news in the last hour. The Daleks has been colorized for TV broadcast, and it will be broadcast on the 23rd of November. The 7 parts have been remastered into a 75-minute special episode. So they colorized it, and it will be shown on the actual anniversary. So there you go. There's something for you there, folks. And it's Classic Who. I don't know how I feel about a colorized version, but I do think the black and white one should stay black and white. But they were going to do this anyway. Be interested to see how it goes down. Obviously, I won't get to see it on the night of the broadcast, of course. I will have to wait, see if someone can send it to me. That's the only way I'll be watching it. I'm not supporting BBC. I don't have a Sky Q box, got rid of it. I don't support mainstream TV anymore. I tailor what I watch myself. I like to see this is me movie a week, like, you know what I mean? I'm watching my movie this week with you guys. I won't watch any movie now until next week, like. I watch old TV shows and stuff like that, but I don't watch movies. I only watch the movies with you guys now. I was going through a phase where I was watching old movies a few months back, but then I kind of got sick of that as well. But look at that big old ass explosion there now. It's the most famous shot of the movie. Here we go. Bang! Right, I'm back. Sorry. Of course it's him. No, here we go now, boss. Oh, hello. I mean, he's still snorting the old white stuff, man. You leave it out, man. Of course he is, because he's jumped up on the white stuff, so he thinks all of a sudden he's like, strongest man of the fucking year. Yeah, yeah, it's a classic classic. It's got classic one-liners in this all the way. It's fucking brilliant, man. I love it. I love it. If you haven't seen the Rick and Morty episode though, that kind of parodies Die Hard. It's very good. That comeback line, you're amazing. Did you figure that out by yourself? Jesus Christ, the fella is just a fucking idiot. Ugh. I mean, the way you even go on about adjectives and colouring, like that saying in itself, right, to me as an Irishman, tells me everything that's fucked up with America. I mean, these dyes and all of these chemicals, I'm not saying we don't put shit in our food because we still do. We still have a lot of stuff in our food, right? But compared to America, I mean, we've banned certain things like that you still use, right? And then like schools get shut up and colleges and campuses get shut up and people go on mad like shooting spray and everybody wants to blame the guns, right? You know, I will never get the culture with America and guns, right? But what I will say is, look, I used to say before, you just need to take the gun away from certain people, and I do genuinely believe that. But you have a fucking mental health crisis over there, like the rest of the world. Lunatics are getting their hands on these things that shouldn't be getting their hands on them. And there's a lot of shit in your food that chemically alters your fucking brains. No wonder like this fucking snap. You just need to be, and I get it. A lot of these adjectives and colorings and flavorings enhance the food that you eat and all of that, and it's great. But trust me, they start taking the shit out of our food, and at first it was an adjustment. I'm not gonna lie, because you get to taste the real food then, and it's like it's not as tasty, right? So but you get used to it, and then you adapt to the flavors. Then and there's nothing better. I'm telling you, he got his can of coke, but that's what he gets, right? He was a shit when John met him, right? He's a cokehead, so he's a bit of a scumbag, right? And he got his brains blown out because he was cocky and thought he could talk to some terrorist. I mean, I mean, I love it though, because like he's sending him on a wild goose. He's fucking brilliant. Alan Rickman, you're a fucking legend, man. Fucking legend. It's Christmas. Wow. Wow. Dicks in his jacket. Mhm. Yeah, the face on him though when he said he was a cop from New York, and I was playing the role, but you could genuinely see in his eyes, a fucking cop from New York did this. Barefoot. I do love this scene. Fucking great scene between the two of them, though, wasn't it? Oh, the knee. Oh, through the glass door. I forgot how bloody and violent these movies were. Well, actually, the second one was the same, but the third one, Die Hard with Vengeance, was a bit toned back for me. Didn't have that edge about it like the other two, but still a great movie. I do like Die Hard with a Vengeance. Samuel L. Jackson is brilliant in that movie. Shoot the glass. It's got a bit fucking nippy, hasn't it? Like, I have to start wearing me jumper now, me Back to the Future jumper. I got that special for the old winter nights, you know. It did feel like though the old movies that guns kind of shot a lot more ammo than you were actually capable of holding. I mean, he has a reloaded there. Like that's about like I mean, you're gonna have to slide. Oh, Carl's not happy. This was a bit of a dick move by him. You don't involve the kids. I mean, how he actually survives though, where they would be deep cuts. Look at the amount of blood he's losing there. Oh, gee. Yeah, yeah, I know. Just noticed. Yeah, I mean, you think the FBI would, when the terrorists figure out the playbook, they would like change it up and not like keep it the same? I mean, I do love this. There we go. It's open. Wow. Yeah. I need to get more comfortable chair. Or maybe a big cushion. What a prick. What a prick. I tell you, I can't say what I do on YouTube, but like, oh man, what a scummer. Ah, you got him. Oh shit! Here's the FBI with our helicopter boom booms. Right. Oh, he's getting his ass kicked. Oh shit! You're fucked now. Hmm. Oh, that's it. Go on. I broke his fucking head. Oh, in the arm. Oh, I love the way he talks to himself, though. It's great when people used to just make movies just to entertain us, wasn't it? None of this fucking weird shit going on. Just look at that. That's what the FBI deserve. You deserve that cocky FBI fella. Saigon. It wasn't like Saigon because you survived Saigon, didn't you? But now you're dead. Yeah, that's it. Get out of the water. Quick, quick. Well, I mean, what did you expect that happen? No, he won't. No. Like, I mean, that's it. I just realizes She's like, what the fuck? He did all this for me? And the bitch still ended up dumping him or something, didn't she? After all the shit he did for her, even on the aeroplane, like. Well, in fairness, though, he always seemed to get in trouble, always seemed to follow him after that. Then. And she thinks he's given up, like, because her face. He's got two bullets, though. This is the amazing thing about it. He's got literally two bullets. And it happened to be the Rolex watch. Bye. Han is definitely going solo there, isn't he? I mean, it looks like a fucking war zone. When he first pulled up to the building, it was empty, looked real clean. Now look at the state of it. It's a fucking war zone. Oh, yeah. He gets a punch in the face here, doesn't he? Ginger Nut. Here we go. Deserves it as well. You don't exploit anybody's kids. I thought this was a deadly scene between these. I mean, he fucked the whole place up. No, now she calls herself Holly McLean. No, Yeah. Redemption arc. What the fuck? On the TV or was that? I just noticed that the music that's playing in the background, yeah, it was also used in science. Was it science or was it? No, hold on. Was it another sci-fi movie though? And there's the song. See, I kind of like the way the movie ended like that, right? Didn't necessarily leave it open, it left open, I suppose, but not in an obvious way. Like you could do a sequel because a sequel makes sense, but even though they didn't like kind of set it up for a sequel, do you know what I mean? I kind of hate the way they do things now. You should just do the first movie, see how it goes, and then if it's good enough for a sequel, do a sequel. Let us go, let us go. Do do. There we go. There we go. And of course, as I said, in around 18 minutes' time, its trailers for next week's movie zone will be available. But I really enjoyed that. I have to say, I don't think we've picked a bad movie in the last couple of weeks, few weeks. Well, since we started back, I don't think we picked a bad movie. Again, I mean, the first Die Hard movie. What do you give it? What do you like? It's a classic. It's an icon. It's cultural icon to say. Look, I can't give it any. I mean, you can't even knock that off. You really can't. It's a proper action movie. And the main cast are just absolutely wonderful. I mean, that scene with Alan Rickman and Bruce Willis, they just chew up the bloody scenery. The both of them do absolutely brilliant. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. There's nothing else I can get. I mean, you can't knock anything off of this movie. It's a perfect action movie in my opinion. I like the second one as well, but it's not as good as the first. I don't know if it's good as the. I don't know. It's kind of like the second one was kind of like a rehash of the first one, wasn't it? But with airplanes and airports, like sort of thing. But still a great movie. But the first one is definitely up there. So I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. So I let you guys in the chat rate the movie, and we will leave it there. So thank you for joining me. I want to thank Chris for doing the thumbnail for this movie. He's been doing the thumbnails for uh, uh, the last few movies that we've been doing, and we really do appreciate that. But as I said, don't forget to check out that video in about 7 8 minutes from now, I think it is, and you have your choices there. The poll will also be active at the same time, so both are scheduled for the same time. Go and watch the trailers, then go and vote in the poll, and I will see you guys again tomorrow, obviously, and then, as I said, Sunday we will be back with the Classic Who. I will let you know tomorrow what time we'll be going live on Sunday. So join me for that. I want to thank Chris in the chat and everybody else that popped in to say hello and who stayed to watch with us. We really do appreciate it. Hopefully next week or the week after we could get the Super Doctor back. And then obviously there'll be the two of us on and, you know, chat. But yeah, I really did enjoy that. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll probably give this a 9, maybe a 9.5. It always holds up. Yeah, I have to give it a 10 because I think it does hold up. I mean, the copy I watched is very clear, crystal clear as well. And I mean, it's a good, solid action movie. I mean, the main cast, as I said, is brilliant. You know, his one-liners as well. I mean, it's all very good. I mean, that's when they made proper movies back in the day, when they didn't give a fuck about all the other stuff and they just cast people because they were right for the role. Now it's the opposite way. Oh, who are you screwing? What do you identify as? What your skin color is, and all this bollocks. It's what they do with modern movies, and they should just go back to basics. Just, you know, tell a good fucking story and set a movie up like that, and you never go wrong. Never go wrong. Anyway, as I said, we will be back for next week's movies. Also, go and vote when that poll and when the trailers. Because I put the trailers up for you, so you have a reminder what the movies are, so you can then go and vote in the poll, which I think is better, people, because just in case, because some movies, you know, you probably haven't seen in a while, the trailer will remind you of that. And I've picked some great movies actually, and I think it's going to be a very, very tough choice. But I said that in other weeks, and it hasn't panned out that way, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, we will leave it there. I'm gonna knock the camera off now. Just before we do go and plug out the camera, so the trailers play, no problem, because you know we always have the old technical issues. I'll actually pull out the speaker and hold on. So there you go. We should be with the computer speaker, which won't be as good quality, but as we're leaving, it's all good. So I want to say good night. Thank you, Chris. As always, you're always here for all the movie zones. Really do appreciate it, pal. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. And thanks for contributing in the chat as well. Really appreciate it. And as I said, I will see you for the next one, and hopefully see all you guys on Sunday for Classic Who Zone. Yes, we're going to call it the TARDIS Zone. So I found a clever way of keeping the name, but obviously it's the TARDIS Zone and it's Classic Who Zone. So we'll be back for the Time Warrior on Sunday. Yeah, can't wait, actually. I'm actually looking forward to this because, again, you know, PD is joining us and we will have Queen Charlotte, who, as you know, when we were doing Classic Who, she always brought a fresh perspective on it. Now, I'm not saying that those guys are going to be back permanently on Sunday, so I don't want them thinking that there's any pressure, but I will be back every Sunday and I'll do it, even if it's just myself. Obviously, we're doing this stream because when I did bring the guys on, I mean, they didn't get a word in edgeways. So I wanted to make it up to them, and I asked them if they could choose what we could do, and what episode or what story they wanted or whatever they wanted to do. I gave them I said they could do Classic Who or something else, and they chose Classic Who, and that's what we're doing. So I'll bring it back because I have been kind of hinting at it because I miss watching Classic Who. So we'll start off and then we'll move forward then every Sunday. Then will whoever's in the chat, then we'll have a little bit of a discussion, and we'll and some weeks there'll be polls and stuff like that, and I'll put episodes up like we do with the Movie Zone, and then you can vote. And I think that's the best way to do it. And I'll kind of rotate the doctors as much as possible. So we're not kind of doing the same doctor all the time. We mix it up a little bit. It's going to be different than other actually Classic Who Zones, because obviously I'm going to be on camera now this time and reacting live to it, so people can actually see me reaction this time rather than just hear me speak. So that is something to look forward to. So I'll see you all again very soon. Thank you for tuning in. Stay safe. Look after yourselves, guys. Seriously, I mean that. We're living in a very strange time at the moment. So just take care of yourselves and your families. And as I said, I will see you very soon. So good night, folks. Have a good one.